Hey, look, it's video time. The other day, I did a video discussing what would happen after this meeting at VF Outlet today. And I told you that if I was fired, then I would come out and I was going to do this whole expose thing. And I was going to, by name, call people out and post the pictures in the video. And especially if, like, other people were being allowed to stay, or if they said it was a performance issue of some kind. They said, no, you did this or you didn't do that, or, my customer service was off, whatever. If they had something negative to say, then I was just going to put the whole company on blast. I was prepared. I went to this meeting with the preconceived notion that they were going to try to, lollygag around, oh, we had to let you go because, you were late or your availability changed. Honestly, they're saying it was just an issue with human resources, that husbands and wives shouldn't be able to work together. They gave me some legit reasons, and honestly, I've managed stores before, and you try not to hire family members, and apparently everybody who had a family member, or even people who were just dating, they just let them go. They picked the one who they considered to be the most valuable, and they let the others go. They had very wonderful things to say about me and Kari, but ultimately, because Asia had more experience on the register, they chose to go with Asia. Now, on the upside to that, they're looking into being able to keep Kari, because technically he's not related to Asia, technically. And, I don't like that whole technically thing. It's like, if you ask me, we're family. That's his mom, that's her son. But, the law kind of says different. And she didn't legally adopt him. I had him with somebody else. She's got the last name by marriage. Sadly, there's no blood. So that technicality may help Kari keep his job. They're working on it. Honestly, I'm not overly optimistic about it. But, we found ourselves in these kind of positions before. Something always happens, something goes wrong, and somehow we get through it. It's got to get worse before it can get better, and it probably will. So, here's us. We'll see what happens from here, but no, there will be nothing negative. This woman had wonderful things to say about our entire family, and you could tell she was legitimately upset that she had to do what she did. So I'm good with it. Our income is shot to hell, but it's not her fault. I feel like she did everything she could. I'd been in contact with human resources. I sent them an email as well. It's like, look, I had a lot of things to say negatively about the company in terms of communication and what I felt like they needed to be doing. And while I still feel that this company needs to work on communication, from my end, I do not feel as though I have been treated unfairly. I feel like everything they could have done, they did. And they're actively trying to find ways to use this loophole to keep Kari around. So, I'm good. It's just do what you can, and they are. So, we'll see what's next.